Now gating. Gating is basically automatic mute. And think of how a compressor will reduce the volume once it reaches a certain threshold. A gate kind of works in the opposite way. The volume will turn on once it reaches a certain threshold. So we will show an example. We'll just drop a gate down, turn it off, and you have. Now there's important things and unimportant things in this loop here. You have your hi-hat and a percussion-y bit, but you have all this junk down here. And say if you want to compress it or put a reverb on it or delay it, you'll be processing all the junk that comes along to it. So usually the gate is put before it. And these sounds, say you drum, if you have drums, overhead mics, and I know this doesn't really apply, but overhead mics, if there's ambient noise, when you're not hitting the snare, or the mic is picking up something else in the room, only the snare will open the volume and then close it, right away, and that overall gives you more headroom in your mix, gives you a cleaner mix. And if you have like 10 of these kind of noisy bits, I know it's reverb, it's a bad example, but there's some noise in there and some hiss, it'll add up and kind of muddy it up. So what you'll do is you'll just turn on the gate and you'll find an appropriate threshold so you get the important bits coming out. See, that's too much. And after that you can put a delay on it just to kind of give it some room. Or a reverb, for example. So you can kind of hear it'll get rid of all the naughty bits, we'll call it, and basically clean it up. You can kind of use that for vocals as well. If there's hum or rumble in your mic or any kind of mic, you want the volume to open right when the vocal hits. So you'd set it to a quick attack and all that fun stuff. We'll turn the attack up. So when it goes over the threshold, there's no waiting and no nonsense. It brings the volume up right away. Number 2. This one has a bit of junk, and it's a little grainy. So what we'll do is we'll just clean it up with the gate. And when this light goes on, you can see when it's affected, when it's unmuted, we'll say. Now, that can be really apparent, but when you have that in the mix with other sounds, it really cleans it up, and you can compress it, and you won't bring hiss or rumble or little artifacts or whatever, or what have you. And you can bring the high ends up without getting the hiss. And it's a great way to clean that up. We have something quite a bit more dynamic here. So there's a lot of sounds. Some I want to take out. I want to take out that part right here. Oh, right here. So what I'll do is I'll just bring the threshold down when it's appropriate. You notice I played with the release a tiny bit. When you do that, it really adds. I can keep on repeating myself, but you'll notice, and I'll show you later, probably, the difference that can make. So the important parts, come out, and the less important parts go away in all your tracks. You'd use this for, your loops or your vocals, but not necessarily for one-shots, because those, they have a quick decay time anyway, like a kick. A kick, you wouldn't have to worry about that. It's mainly for overhead mics and all that fun shit. Different kind of recording. I believe it's used in live applications. So you don't get like the mics won't basically activate until a voice is yelling into it. Does it automatically. So yeah, it's just another thing. It could be useful most of the time. And yeah, it's another fun way to process.